what a scorcher. So I've popped over the day and I'm heading up to the plot. Look at that buddleia behind there. It's absolutely huge. I know, you know, for a veg grower that's not the best thing to have on a plot, but it keeps the butterflies down there and off my plot. So yeah, let's head up to the plot now. Everything's looking so lush and green on everyone else's plots. So as you can see, like, all the canes are up, everyone's flowered, everyone's had a good groom of their plots. You can tell that plot inspection again is up. So yeah, beans are looking okay. Right, let's have a little look around, see what's happening. I'm worried that the greenhouse is going to get too hot and I'm going to have to take a few panels out of the sides because I think it needs more ventilation. We'll see. So it's registering at 36.5. That's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's roasting here as always. So everything's looking nice. The Brad's Atomics, I think I've got 2 on there now. So I'm happy about that. I've got some nice Brad's Atomics. They're tiny, they're smaller than I thought they'd be, but you know, at the moment they're about the size of a peanut, but a peanut size. But yeah, look at this. So just climbing up the roof now. So if you know it does, I'll keep it to here and then I'll knock it off. So I don't want it too many trusses, but as you can see I've had to groom this well. But we've got tomatoes all down, and look, wow, my first Tigerella tomato. So that's the amazing thing about allotments, you can just pop over and it'll just surprise you. So do I eat this now or do I keep it for salad? You know what I'm going to do, right? That is amazing. The first tomato of the season. It is lovely and warm and juicy and so much flavour. So absolutely amazing. So the benefit of having a plot as well is that I would never have done this a few years ago. I was just ketchup person and I'd never eat a fresh tomato. But when you grow your own and you know the love that's gone into them, and they just taste phenomenal. So I've come over and it's already piping hot and it's still mid-morning. So the sweet peas are smelling so amazing, honestly. I've had such a good show off these, and I'm going to take some home today as well. But yeah, everything's looking lush and green, and finally they're starting to climb up the archway. They've taken their time. So I think I'll just give you a little look around today. I was hoping that it wouldn't be too hot and I could put those solar panels on the roof. It's just too warm and it's too dangerous as well. They get really hot, you know, the panels, they get the intense heat of those, and I don't want to burn myself and I want to do a good job with it. So I'm going to have to plan that either to a cooler day or wait for the evening and do it. And I've noticed that there's some things that have already flowered on the plot. So some of the sunflowers have come out, and I think these were called Italian white. They look more of a yellow, but I'm pretty sure these were called Italian white. And there's quite a few heads coming. And also down here at the bottom of the sweet peas we've got some poached egg. Now these are amazing little flowers to grow, so they're already showing in the corners. So one thing I do need to do today is, before it gets too hot, it's already 9 AM and the sun is beaming, but I need to pop to a fellow allotments plot. She watches the channel and yeah, she's become a real good friend of mine, and she's self-isolating, so I said I'll pop up today, give it a good watering, and we'll have a little nose around, because who doesn't love looking around someone else's allotment plot? Let's go have a nose. I've got my plot 10 watering can, so yeah, we'll have a little look around others as well. Obviously I don't want to intrude on their privacy, but you know, it'd be nice just to have a little cheeky look, yeah? So here we are at the main entrance. So this is where we have our shop and our public toilet. Obviously each one of the areas, there's 3 areas, got a public toilet, and then this is the room for the committee. So yeah, it's all looking lovely up here, groomed. And we also have our allotment shop, so you get things like a little bit, you know, cheaper, and because you're a plot member, you know, just nice to support the other allotments, and you know, all the money goes back to the site as well. Right, let's have a look at Cheryl's plot. Fair play to Cheryl. She's had this small plot for about 2 months now, and I must say she's done absolutely amazing. Look at this. It just looks beautiful that she's managed to put all this into one small plot. Is impressive. Absolutely impressive. You know, and it just proves you don't need a massive plot, you know, to grow some fresh organic food. And I think Cheryl's done amazing. So hit that like and show Cheryl some support, because she's new to the allotment as well, and I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Let's have another little look around. So Cheryl's got some tomatoes in here, and I'm going to open it up now because the sun is too intense, and I think he'll benefit that as well. So I'm going to give it all a good watering now, all through her plot, and then we'll have a little dig down at everything that she's got going on her plot. Right, let's get the watering done. I must say, it's absolutely fantastic just to come to another person's plot. Look at all the varieties and everything in the plots. I'm just impressed how much you can fit, and I actually love this idea, and I might incorporate it next year. I think having so many mixtures of things. Like, look at this here. It's got marigolds and, you know, geraniums, and there's even raspberries in there, sweet peas, and then some beans running up through, and I just think it looks lovely that there's that diversity of food and flowers all together, and I'm definitely going to incorporate that next year. Look at this, absolutely stunning. Just having all that climbing around the beds next to the lettuce and the cabbages. I just love the fact that there's a diversity of flowers and food, and yeah, I'm definitely going to take that and take a leaf out of your book next year. Right, back to my boring plot of raised beds and everything in order. And this is my friend Alex's plot. He's had it about 3 years now, and he must love rhubarb because he's got 3 huge beds of it. But yeah, it's looking well. Every plot is different. And we're back home. Look at that view. I'm so blessed. So blessed. Now, one thing I do want to show you is these absolutely beautiful display. And every year, the old gentleman that has this plot, he just chops this down to the ground, covers it with plastic, and that's it. There's no digging them up and storing them and keeping them. He literally just covers it with plastic, and every year, look at the huge display of flowers that he has. This is absolutely massive. It must be about 6 foot across, this, you know, this amount of plants. So it just proves sometimes that maybe we do, you know, mother them too much. So one thing I know is that my ishikuri is climbing all through the buckets now, and it's laden with squash. So there's so many on here. So I'm going to rewind it back through the corn now. So the one thing that I couldn't work out was I planted 5 kales and it's a cauliflower. So for some reason my kale has turned into cauliflower. I don't know. Look at the butterfly whites, they're up in force, trying to get in the nets. See, little rascals. So when I said that there was no butterfly whites, they're out now, they're out in force. Net your brassicas. So we got a couple of little broccolis there that I got to harvest before they bolt. Tidy. So I thought, since we're showing plots, you know, I've showed Alex's and I've also showed Cheryl's, I thought I'll come and show you Mark's, because Mark usually did the dig method, and then this year he was converted to no dig. And look at these onions, like they're absolutely amazing, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? They just, this year he mulched all the beds with compost and even made his own compost as well. He mulched all the beds in the autumn and they were covered, and then he planted his onions in, and look at them, look at the size of these bulbs. They're absolutely huge. Like, he even admitted that this is the best crop that he's ever grown of onions, and they just can't, you just can't compare them to anyone else's. Like, he has nailed the onions this year, so well done, Mark. And as you can see, his plot looks lovely. He's got raised beds all the way down now, nice greenhouse, and this is also where he keeps all his bees. Like, it's absolutely amazing. So it's just nice that there are a few people on here that do dig, a few people who do no dig, and that's okay. Like, we all live in harmony here. Right, let's head home, because I am going to be a beetroot by next time you see me. So take care, guys, and I'll see you all again soon.